क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम्
अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देहवद्भिरवाप्यते ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम् मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वन्न संशयः अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ताये भक्तास्त्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तम् तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास् ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम् सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामम् सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः।
सर्वभूतहिते रताः
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम्
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम्
अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम्
अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम्
अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम्
अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम्
देहवद्भिरवाप्यते
देहवद्भिरवाप्यते
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि
मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः
मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः
अनन्येनैव योगेन
अनन्येनैव योगेन
मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता
तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता
मृत्युसंसारसागरात्
मृत्युसंसारसागरात्
भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ
भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ
मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्
मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्
मय्येव मन आधत्स्व
मय्येव मन आधत्स्व
मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय
मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय
निवसिष्यसि मय्येव
निवसिष्यसि मय्येव
अत ऊर्ध्वन्न संशयः
अत ऊर्ध्वन्न संशयः
अथ चित्तं समाधातुम्
अथ चित्तं समाधातुं
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
अभ्यासयोगेन ततो
अभ्यासयोगेन ततो
मामिच्छाप्तुम् धनञ्जय
मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय
अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि
अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि
मत्कर्म परमो भव
मत्कर्म परमो भव
मदर्थमपि कर्माणि
मदर्थमपि कर्माणि
कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि
कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि
अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि
अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि
कर्तुम् मद्योगमाश्रितः
कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः
सर्वकर्मफलत्यागन्
सर्वकर्मफलत्यागन्
ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्
ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्
Jai Shri Krishna. A very warm welcome to the session, all of you. We'll be discussing, very warm welcome to discuss the 12th and the 15th chapter. So let's begin with the prarthana. Sorry. Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna, everybody. So I hope everybody is ready with the PDFs. Please be ready with the PDF, a pen, pencil, something to mark important things. So we'll be discussing the 12th chapter first, and then we'll proceed to the 15th chapter. In the meantime, if you have any doubts, we will be discussing at the end of the session. Okay, Chali, let's start. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Dvadashodhyayaha. You all know how Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha Ma is a long sound with a subtle aghat of the. Okay, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. In this G and V sounds should come complete. That is one mistake that happens. You have to be careful with that. And Atha Dvadasho, the number of this chapter is Dvadasho, that is 12. So Tha will have a prominent aghat of the Atha Dvadasho. Atha Dvadasho Dhyayaha. We move to the first slok. Sorry, Didi. Arjuna Uvacha. Here Na and Cha sounds should be complete. Arjuna Uvacha. Evam Satata Ye. Evam is a long sound. In this particular charan, how many dirgha sounds or long sounds are there? A is a long sound, ta is a long sound, and ye is a long sound. Rest everything is short. One mistake that happens in this charan is instead of satata, people end up saying satat. Satat is wrong. In that, last ta becomes how. So you have to be careful with that. Evam satata yuktaye. Bhaktasvam paryupasate. Here one important thing is paryupasate. Here everybody should check their pronunciation, whether it is coming par upasate or paryupasate. For many people it becomes u instead of u. Ye chapyaksharam avyaktan. Ye, okay, it shouldn't be pronounced as a. It has to be ye. Chapya. Cha is a long sound with a subtle stress of pa. Then here we'll have a aghat or a stress of ka, because sha, kshatkon, kshatriya sha is consisting of half ka and a kshatkon sha. Ye chapyaksharam avyaktan teshange yoga vittamaha. Vittamaha, vi and a double ta, and not vittama, vittamaha. Okay, we'll go to the second shlok. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maya Veshyamano Yeman. Maya, ma and a double ya sound, not Maya, Maya. It should not sound like E also. Maya Veshyamano Yeman Nitya Yukta Upasate. Nitya needs a short sound. U is a short sound. Okay, these should not become long. Not Nitya Yukta. You have to be careful with these two things. Nitya Yukta Upasate. Shraddhaya Parayopetas. Shra has a subtle stress of the. Shra is followed by half the and a complete the. Shraddhaya. You have to be careful with that. Shraddhaya parayopetas te me yuktatamamataha. That is very easy. We'll go to the next shlok. Ye tvaksharamanirdesyam. Ye tva. Ye is a long sound and it will end with a subtle stress of the. Yet, like that. Ye tvaksharama will have a stress of ka. Tvaksharama. Ye tvaksharama nirdesyam. Here it is very important that the ma sound comes complete. Okay, it shouldn't be like ye tvaksharam nirdesham. Ksharam nirdesham is wrong. Ksharama nirdesham. Say the ma complete. Nirdeshyam. It is a shaljam sha. Okay, not shatkon sha, so it has to be a soft sha. Avyaktam paryupasate. Avyaktam has a aghat of va. Ya has a aghat of ka. Avyaktam paryupasate. Sarvatra gama chintyancha. Sarvatra va has a stress of the. Half the. Tra consists of half the and a complete ra. Sarvatra gama chintyancha. Again, the same thing here. Gama, ma has to be a complete sound and not gam chintyai. Gama chintyancha. Kutastha machalan dhruvam. Kutastha, ku is a long sound here. Okay, kutastha machalan dhruvam. Stha machala. If you see in this particular fourth charan, only ku is a long sound. Rest everything is a short sound. So all the entire charan is said soft, swiftly after the ku. Kutastha machalan dhruvam. Next shlok, please. Sanniyam, here double na sound and the double na, it is a short sound. Sanniyam yendriya gramam. One very common mistake that happens here is sanniyam endriya or sanniyam mendriya. We have to be careful with our charan. You can record your own audio and check if it is coming mendriya or mendriya. We have to be careful with that. And driyagramam. Okay, how this is said here is, let's see the combined letters here properly. Sanniyam, ya is followed by half ma and a complete ya with a consonant. Okay, ye vowel. Then na is half, da is half, and a complete r sound is there, which is a short sound, a short e sound. Sanniyam yendriyagramam, ya will have aghat of ga. Ya is followed by half ga and a complete r sound. Yagramam sarvatra samabuddhayaha. Sama is a complete sound. Samabuddhayaha. Te prapnuvanti mameva. Te is a long sound. Then pra is also a long sound. So both will have very subtle aghas. Te prapnu. And this nu will be a short sound. Pra is followed by half pa and a complete na with a short u sound. Prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha. Here only bhute and ta are long sounds. We have to say only those sounds long. The next show, please. This is an important one. Kleshodhikatarastesham. Here there are three types of sounds we should know. One is a short sound, another is a long sound, and one super long, the one which is followed by avagra. The time is taken for a rasva swar is half the time taken for a dirgha or long sound, and that is half the time of the avagra sound. Okay, so we have to say it accordingly. Not kleshodhikatarastesham. See, each letter is taking the same time. It doesn't make any sense. It also alters the meaning of the shloka. So long sounds should be long, and when avagra is following a dirgha sound, it should be dragged significantly. Okay. Kleshodhikatarastesham. Shatkon sh sound should be there and not tesham. It has to be tesham. Clay, see the same charan is having shaljam sh and shatkon sh both. So there should be a distinction in your pronunciation. Okay, kleshodhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam. Here only ta, che and sar long sound that should be dragged. Avyakta higater dukhan. In this particular charan, one mistake that happens is he becomes long for many people. You have to be careful with that. Avyakta higater, not he gater. Okay. Avyakta higater dukhan dehavad bhiravapyate. Very importantly, dehava will have a aghat of the. Va is followed by half the and a complete va sound with a short e sound. Vadbhira, ra has to be complete. Vadbhira vapyate. Next shlok, please. Sixth shlok. Ye tu sarvani karmani. Ye tu has to be a short sound. Please be careful with that. Sarvani karmani. This charan, this particular quadrat it's ending with a short sound. You cannot drag it towards the end. Karmani. That is wrong. Ye tu sarvani karmani. Mayi sanyasya matparaha. Mayi, it should be a ya sound with a e short e sound. Mayi and not mai. Mayi sanyasya matparaha ananye naiva yogena. Here na should be complete and should not be dragged because na is a short sound. Not yogena. Ananye naiva and not ananye naiva. Here also ye sound should not come like a. Ananye naiva yogena mandhyayanta upasate. That's very straightforward. Next shlok, please. If anybody has any doubts, we can mark it and we'll discuss it at the end of the charan, end of the session. Tershamaham samudharta. Tersha, shatkon sha and not shaljam sha. Okay. Tershamaham samudharta. Mu has a stress of the. Samudharta. The is half, the is complete. Samudharta. Teshamaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat. Mrityu, mru, Ma has a Rishi's Ru sound. Okay. Mrityu samsara. Sa has an anuswar, which is going to be pronounced like a nasal ver consonant. Samsara and not sansara or samsara. Okay. Mrityu samsara sagarat. Now this last ta is half, not even a complete ta. So sagarata is a wrong pronunciation. It will be sagarat. So will be half. Bhavami nachirat partha. Bhavami means a short sound. Nachirat partha. Again, tha cannot be dragged here because it is a short sound. Maya veshita chetasam. Here, Maya, double ear sound. Ve is a long sound and she should remain short. Not Shita. It's Maya Veshita Chetasam. Last ma has to be half. Please remember here in this particular shloka, except the first charan, all other three charans are ending with either short sounds or half sounds. So towards the end, do not sing and drag it. Okay, next shloka, please. 8th shloka. Mayyeva mana adatsva. Mayyeva and not mayeva. That ye sound should be correct. Mana adatsva. Dha is followed by a half the, half sa, and a complete va sound. Adatsva. Okay. Mayyeva mana adatsva. Mayi buddhin. Mayi, ya with a short e sound. Buddhin niveshaya. Nevasishyasi. Si has a aghat of shatkonsha and it shouldn't be pronounced like sishyasi. It's sishyasi. That shatkonsha sha, it is a little sharper sound. Nevasishyasi mayeva. Ata urdhvan. Here O is a long sound. Urdhvan and not urdhvan. We have to say it slightly long. Ata, ta should be complete, not at urdhvan. That's wrong. Ata urdhvan samshayaha. Next shloka, please. Atha chittam samadhatan na shaknoshi mayi sthiram. See, atha chittam samadhatun. The last two is short. Rest is a very straightforward charan. Nashakno, she sha has a aghat of ka, and no is a long sound, and shatkonsha is ending with a short e sound. Nashakno shima yisthiram. Here I'm not saying mayi sthiram. Mayi has a subtle stress of sa. We'll do a dvit of sa here, and since it is a short sound, it is clearly audible also. Mayi sthiram. Abhyasa yogi natato. Abhyasa has a agata bha. Bha is half. Abhyasa. Yogi natato ma mitchaptun. Me has a stress of cha. Ma mitchaptun dhananjaya. After that, na has a stress of ya. Both nasal consonants, na and ya. Dhananjaya. Next shloka, please. Abhyasepyasamarthosi. Here, abhyase is a long sound followed by avagra. You should drag it quite a lot and then end it with a subtle pa, half pa sound. Abhyasepya. Samarthosi. Tho will be a long sound followed by avagra. So please drag it more. And the charan is ending with a short sound. So you cannot say Samarthosi. Many people do that. That's incorrect. Mat karma paramo bhava. Mat karma. Ma has to be complete, not karma paramo. Karma paramo. That's wrong. There ma becomes half. We have to be careful with that. And bhava, end the sound completely and do not drag the va because va is a short sound. Abhyasepyasamarthosi. Mat karma paramo bhava. Madarthamapi karmani. Ni is a short sound. So karmani, some people drag it, that's wrong. Kurvan, na, kurvan, va is followed by half na. Complete sa with a short e sound. Kurvan siddhi, si is followed by half the and a complete dha sound, which a short e matra. Okay. Kurvan siddhi Ma vapsyasi, that ma has to be complete, not kurvam siddhim vapsyasi. That's wrong. Ma vapsyasi, va is a long sound followed by half pa, then a half sa and a complete ya. Vapsyasi. Now, one very important thing about this shloka also, all the four charans are ending with short sounds. So you cannot drag them and sing like Bhava Madarthamapi Karmani Kurvan Siddhimavapsyasi. That's a wrong way to say the shlok. All the four charans should end with short sounds, so cut them short towards the end. Next shlok, please. 11th. Athaitadapya shaktosi. Athai, thai is a long sound. Tadapya, the is having aghat of pa, and it is having, it's followed by half pa and a complete ya. Athai tadapya shaktosi. C is short. Kartum madhyogamashritah. Kartum will be a short O sound. Madhyogama is followed by half the and a complete year with the O sound. Madhyoga. Kartum madhyogamashritah. Sarvakarma falatyagan. Sarvakarma falat. La is followed by a combined consonant after that. So it's the half the and a complete ya sound. Falatyagan. Tatak Kuruyatatmavan. In the end, it is a half na, so do not complete that half na. Keep it half. Next shlok, please. In this shlok, kuru, both sounds should be short, not kuru. Okay, we have to be careful with that. 12th shlok, very important one. Shreyo hidnyanam abhyasaj. Now here Shreyo, he has to be Shre and Yo, both are long sound followed by he, which is a short sound. Now he will have a aghat of nya. Now some people say it as nya, some will say it as jnya, gnya. All versions are fine depending on your regional pronunciation. You can say jnya, gnya or dnya. Okay, and depending on your pronunciation of nya or jnya, whatever you say, the aghat on he will also differ. How will it be if people are saying gnya? How it will be? Shreyo hidnyana. For those who say dnya, shreyo hidnyana. Some people who are saying jnya, it will be shreyo hijnyana. Okay, so accordingly it will vary. Do not change the aghat unnecessarily. You have to maintain it as per your pronunciation, and all three variations are fine. Your marks will not be deducted for saying any of these variations. However, try to maintain a consistency, not like in the first charan you are saying jnana, in the second you are saying jnana. That shouldn't happen. Ideally, you should maintain a consistency across your pronunciation. Shreyo hit jnanam abhyasaj. Jnanam abhya. Here ma should be a complete sound. For that, don't forget the aghat on bha. Your sound will come complete. Mabhyasaj. This is ending with a half j sound. Jnanad. Jnana. Na is followed by half the and then half the and a complete year. There are three consonants there. Okay, it shouldn't be like jnanat dhyayanam. That is another mistake some people do there. First half the, then a half the and complete ya sound. Jnana dhyanam vishishyate. Both shas are coming together. Shaljam sha and a shatkorn sha. Since both are coming together, their distinction in the pronunciation should be audible. Shishyate. Shreyo het jnanam abhyasaj jnana dhyanam vishishyate. Dhyanat karma phalat Tyagas. Tyaga chantiranantaram. Tyaga ga is followed by half cha and a complete cha with a R sound. That is a long sound. Ti, it will be short. Ranantaram, here ra sound should be complete. Next shlok, 13th shlok. Adveshta. Oh, the first letter itself is having a aghat. Adveshta is a long sound. There is a half sound. Adveshta, shatkornsha and not adveshta. It's not dveshta, it's dveshta. Sarvabhutanam. Last three letters are long. All three should be said with by giving sufficient time for the three letters. Maitrak. karuna evacha. Whenever the visarga is pronounced like kha, ensure that the pronunciation of kha doesn't come. You just have to give, breathe out, give a prashwas, and then the kha pronunciation will come when you are going to say ka. Okay. Maitra karuna evacha. In this charan, mai and a, these are the only two long sounds. Do not drag the cha towards the end. Karuna evacha. That's wrong. Nirmamo nirahankaras. Nirmamo, that's easy. Nirahanka, not nirhanka. Nirahanka, ra sound should be complete. Her has an aghat of nga. Kakha gaganga, the nasal consonant of the ka varga. So that nice nasal sound should come there. Nirahankaras samadukkhas sukhas. Now here, dukkha. Du is followed by a visarga, but su has to be said simply, and the visarga is following kha. The pronunciation should be correct. Sama dukkha sukha krami. Okay. Now the visarga after kha, there people have confusion. Why shouldn't it be pronounced like kha here? The pronunciation comes like ha and not kha. Okay, even though Kshatriya Ksha is having half Ka and a complete Shatkon Ksha, pronunciation of the Visarga comes like her because both of them are Ma Pran letters. The Visarga, for this you have to refer to the grammar PDF and remember that the pronunciation should be her. Sama Dukkha Sukha Kshami. Me will be long here. Next slope, please. Santushta Satatam Yogi. Yatatma santushtas, very easy. Sa has a aghat of na. Na is followed by half na and complete ta with a short u sound, shatkonsha and a complete ta. Very easy. Visarga's pronunciation will be like sa. Yat, second charan. Let's look at the second charan. Yatatma dridha nishchayaha. Yatatma is an easy word. Dridha, the has a rishi's ro matra, like how we have in drishya. Okay, dridha, dha and not dridha, dridha. Dridha nishchayaha needs followed by half cha and a complete cha. Nishchayaha. Mayarpita mano buddhir. Here again, maya, ya has to be double, p has to be short. Mayarpita, the should be complete, not mayarpit mano buddhi. Many people say mayarpit mano buddhi. That's wrong. And your marks will be deducted for such half pronunciation. So you have to be careful. Mayarpita mano buddhir. Half ra and not buddhira. Yo madbhak Tasame Priyaha. This charan is going to be repeated many times, so we should have a very clear understanding of this. Yo is followed by a complete ma. Ma is followed by half ka and a complete bha. Mad bhaktas. Visarga's pronunciation will be like sa. Same Priyaha. Me is a long sound and it has a aghat or a stress of half pa because it is followed by half pa and a complete ra sound which has e matra. Me Priyaha. Me priyaha. Okay. Mayarpita mano buddhir yo mat bhaktassa me priyaha. Okay. Next slok, please. Very few shlokas are left. Everybody should pay attention. Yasmano. Here one mistake that happens is yasmano. Yasmano. The double na sound gets missed. It should be double na. Yasmano and not yasmano. I hope you're getting the difference. Yasmano dvijate loko. Double no sound is followed by half the and a complete verb with a e sound, short e sound. Yasmano dvijate loko. Lokano. Again, same double na sounds. Lokano dvijate chayaha. Lokano dvijate. Again, half the and a verb with e matra. They will be a long sound after that. Chayaha. Lokano dvijate chayaha. Harsha marsha bhayo dvegair. Both shatkonshas and not harsha marsha. Harsha marsha is wrong. Harsha marsha. Both shatkonshas, they are sharp. Bhayo dvegair. Mukto yassa cha me priyaha. We've already seen this. Sachame priyaha. That's straightforward. Next shloka, please. 16th shloka. Anapekshash. Now see, pe is a long sound. It will have a very subtle aghat of ka. Pekshash. And Shatkon, Kshatriya Ksha is followed by a Visarga whose pronunciation will be like Sha. Because it is followed by Shuchir Daksha. This entire charan, it has a lot of sh sounds, but they are different sh sounds, Kshatriya Ksha and Shaljam Sh. So you have to do the pronunciation appropriately. Anapeksha Shuchir Daksha. Udasino, C and dasino, all three are long sounds together. All three should be said properly. Udasino gatavyathaha, not a single long sound in the last word. Okay, so these should be said swiftly. Gatavyathaha, ta has to be has a aghat of va. Sarvarambha parityagi. Sarva Rambha Ra has aghat of ma, half ma, Rambha Parityagi. Yo Mad ma as aghat of the ma is followed by half the complete bha, half ka, and then the. We've already seen this charan. Yo Mad Bhakta Same Priyaha. Next shloka. Yo na rashyati. See, yo na is followed by ha with a rishi's ru sound. This is not a combined letter. It's not a sanyukta akshar. Many people get confused why we don't have aghata na here. We should know it's not. It's not a combined consonant. Okay, it is ha with a rishi's ru matra. Rashyati. Okay, like how we have in hriday. Ha with a rishi's ru matra. Similarly, here it is rashyati. Ru will have aghat of shatkonsha. Yo na rashyati nadveshti. Nadveshti. Na has aghat here of the, and ve is a long sound. This charan is ending with a short sound, so do not drag it. Dveshti. If you make it t, it is a wrong pronunciation. Nashochati na gangshati. Ka is followed by nga sound, kshatriya ksha, and ta with a short e sound. Kangshati. Do not drag the last t. Shubha Shubha Parityagi. Here you can drag the gi. Parityagi is followed by half the complete ya. Gi is a long sound. Bhaktimanya. Bhaktimanya Same Priyaha. Here Same Priya remains same. Bhakti bha, ka, bha is followed by half ka. Ati ta with a short e sound. Bhaktimanya Same Priyaha. Next shloka. Samashatrau cha mitre cha. Here, very easy. This charan is cha should not be long sound. Tatha mana pamanayoho. Tatha is very easy. Or long sound should be said long. That you have to remember. Shitoshna sukha dukkeshu. To is a long sound. She is a long sound. And a subtle aghat of sh, shatkon sh, not shitoshna. It's shitoshna sukha dukkeshu. Always sukha is said nicely. Dukkha is said with a speed breaker. Okay, do not forget the visarga there. And then it is ending with a shatkontra and a short u sound. Dukkeshu. That's long. That's wrong. You have to say cut this shu short to keep it short. Samasanga vivarjitaha. Samasanga. Visarga will be pronounced like sa. Samasanga vivarjitaha. Next shlok, Didi. 19th shlok. Tulya nindastutir mauni. Tulya tu is a short sound, has a prominent aghat of la, half la, and followed by ya. Tulya and not tulla. Many people have this mistake also. Tulya nindas. Ni is a short sound. Do not drag it to make it long. It has a aghat of na. Tulyanindastutir mauni. Ni is a long sound. Santushto yena kenachit. In this santushto, we have seen this word earlier. Here, one mistake that happens is yena. The pronunciation for some people becomes like ena. That you have to check. Yena kenachit. Last the should be half, not chita. Aniketas sthiramatir. Here again, aniketas is a very easy word. Sthira, ra should be complete, ma should be complete. Short T sound is ending with a visarga, whose pronunciation is half ra, not a complete ra. Sthiramatir bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Bhaktiman me is a long sound with a subtle ending. It's ending with a subtle per sound. Man me priyo naraha. Next, last shlok. Everybody should pay attention here. Ye tu dharmyamritamidam. Ye tu dharmya. Dha is followed by half ra, half ma, and a complete ya sound with a a matra. Dharmya. Ye tu dharmyamritamidam. Yathoktam paryupasate. Yatho, tho is a long sound. Okay. Yathoktam paryupasate. Shraddhana. Shra is followed by half the and a complete the again. There are two the sounds there. Shraddhana. Shraddhana. Shraddhana mat parama. Here many people end up saying Shraddhana. That is wrong. There are two the sounds. Shraddhana mat parama. Bhaktaste tiva me priyaha. Bhakta, bha has a ka sound, ta is a long sound. Bhaktaste. See, te is a long sound followed by avagra. This has to be very long. And then it is again followed by a long sound ti. So spend sufficient time in pronunciation of this particular charan. Bhaktaste tiva me priyaha. Pushpika. Om Tat Sadite Srimad Bhagavad Geetasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Bhakti Yogo Namad Dvadashodhyayaha. The rest of the part of Pushpika we'll see again after the 15th chapter. Just focus on the name and a number here. Bhakti, bha has a aghat of ka. Bhakti yogo nama dvadasho. Because the name of this chapter is starting with a combined consonant. Ma is having a stress of the here. Rest is very easy. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Let's move on to the 15th chapter. If anybody has any doubts, please keep them handy. We'll take it after the 15th chapter is complete. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Geeta Atha Panchadashodhyayaha. Now here Atha doesn't have an aghat because pa is a normal consonant, but it is followed by half ya and a complete cha sound. Ya and cha. Panchadasho. Panchadashodhyayaha. First shlok. Let's move to the first shlok. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Here, O is a long sound. Okay, first is a long sound. Don't say Urdhvamula. Then the rest it's going to be very easy. Urdhvamula madhashakam. U is a long sound, Mu is a long sound, Sha is a long sound. These are the only long sounds. Towards the end, it is half ma. Do not drag it. And the pronunciation of the Visarga will be like Sha. Urdhvamulamadash-shakham ashvatham. This one word you have to understand properly. It comes in the first shloka, then again in the third shloka. A is followed by half Sha and a complete V sound. V will have an aghat of half the and a complete Tha. It's followed by half the and a complete Tha. Ashvatha. Ashvatham prahuravyayam. Prahu. Pra is a long sound. Ha is having a short U sound, then Ravyayam. Ra has a aghat of half va and a complete ya sound. Prahuravyayam. Chandansi and not Chandansi. The anuswar here on da will be pronounced like a nasal V consonant. Chandansi. Chandansi yasya parnani. Charan is ending with a short sound. Yastam. Here yastam and not yatsa. So many people interchange that sa and ta sounds. Here first sa is half and then ta is complete. Yastam veda sa veda with half the towards the end. Next shlok, please. Adhaschordhvam prasritastasya shakha guna pravriddha vishaya pravalaha adhascha moolanyanusantatani karmanubandhini manushya-loke. This entire shloka and also following shloka. This is in Trishtup Chand. You all know every charan has 11 letters. There are some exceptions to this rule. Some have 13 also. There are some exceptions, but here let us see. Focus when you are changing the tune. You have to ensure that your dirgha rasva don't go for a toss. The long and short sounds you have to still be careful. Dhaschordhvam. Dha has a aghat of sha and cho is a long sound. It is followed by half ra, half the and a complete one, not dho, chor. The ra gets missed for many people. Adhaschordhvam prasritastasya shakha. Ta is a long sound followed by half sa complete the, then half sa and a complete ya. Prasritastasya shakha guna pravriddha. Guna, both are easy. Na has a na is followed by half pa and a complete ra. Pravriddha va has a rishi's ru matra. Pravriddha ru is followed by half the and a complete dha with a arc sound. Pravriddha vishaya pravala, not vishay. It's not shaljam sha here. Sha, shatkon sha. Vishaya pravalaha adhascha moolanyanusantatani. Adhascha, the is followed by half sha and a complete cha sound. Moolanya. Okay, here moola, half na and ya has to be complete. Moolanya and not na. This mistake happens for many people. This followed by half, na sound, which is second shlok. We are on the second shlok, Didi. Moolanyanu. Nu is a short sound. Moolanyanu santatani. We are on the second shloka, Didi. Tanushri Didi. Adhascha moolanyanusantatani karmanubandhini. Didi, can you please put the second shlok? Karmanubandhi. Here, nu has to be short there. Tanushri Didi. Can you please put the second shlok? Here, nu has to be a short u sound. Bandhini. Ba has aghat of na and dhi is a long sound. Long e sound. Bandhini. Ni is a short sound. Manushya-loke. Nu has a stress of shatkon sha. Okay, manushya and not manushya. That's wrong. Karmanubandhini manushya-loke. Next shlok, third shlok, Didi. Narupamasyeha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha ashvattamenam suvirudhamulam asanga shastrena dridhena chitva. In this shlok, let us see some very important things. Narupa. Here, ru at both places. Rupa masyeha in the first charan and suvirudha moolam in the second, in the third charan. Both places ru are going to be long sound. You have to remember that. Masyeha and not maseha in the first charan. We are on the first charan now. Maseha is wrong. Masyeha. Her sound is complete. Tathopalabhyate and not labhate, labhyate. Your sound should be clearly audible. Nanto na chadir. This half ra is following the di sound. Di has to be short, followed by half ra and a complete na. Chasam pratishtha. You see, so after cha, all sounds are short till tha. So that chadir nacha sampratishtha, this up till ti, we say it a little swiftly. Nanto na chadir nacha sampratishtha. Some people, this di and na become long. You have to avoid that. Ashwatthaменam. I told you Ashwattha word is in the first shloka we've seen. Third shloka, we have to know, pronounce this correctly. Ashwattha. Ashwatthaменam. In this me will be a long sound. Don't say Ashwatthaменam. Me should be long. So Virudhamulam, ru and mu will be long. Rest everything is short. Remember that. Asanga shastrena. Very nice nasal sound comes on sa because it has an aghat of nga and is followed by half nga and a complete ga sound. Asanga shastrena, ra sound and not shastrena. Shastrena. Dridhena chitva, the has a rishis ro matra. Dridhena dha and not dridhena. Dridhena chitva. See how many thas are there? Chitva. Okay, so that is why we are not giving aghat on chi. It is followed by 3 consonants. Chi is followed by half the and another half the and a complete word. Chitva. Okay, next shlok, Didi. 4th shloka. Tataf padantat. Here the visarga pronunciation, many people get confused. The visarga will be like pa, tataf, because it is followed by pa. Tataf padantat parimargitavyam. Tat parimargi. Ta is followed by half and a complete pa. Re sound will be short. Then margi. Do not forget the half ra which follows ma. And then tavyam. That's easy. Yasman gatana. Here many people end up saying me long. Yasmin gata, because we are singing. We do not focus on the long and short sound. That mistake happens. So we have to be careful. Me will be short. Yasman gatana nevartanti bhuyaha. In this entire charan, see only ta and bhu are long sounds. Rest everything is short, but 3 matras are there. Do not make them long. Be careful with that. Then tameva chadyam purusham prapadye. Purusham, pu and ru both are short sound. Purusham chatkonsha with anuswar, which is pronounced like ma. Purusham prapadye. Pa has a aghat of the. Pa is followed by half the and a ya sound. Okay, not prapadye. Many people end up saying prapadye. That's wrong. Prapadye. Yataf pravritti prasrita purani. Yataf pravritti, both places visarga will be pronounced like fa. Prasrita, pra is followed by sa. Sa has a rishis ro matra. Prasrita purani. Ani is a long sound. Next shlok begin. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha. See, very important here. Many your trainers must be telling that na and na should not get interchanged. Now here see nirmana. If you say end up saying nirmana, the meaning becomes completely different. That's and with different wrong meaning comes there. Nirmana, nirmana, both have different meanings. So nirmana moha jita sanga dosha. There is no na sound here in this particular charan. So you have to keep everything na. Jita sanga dosha, not dosha. Dosha shatkonsha. Adhyatma nitya vinivratta kamaha. Adhyatma, we all know this word. Nitya vinivratta and not vinivratta. Vrata is wrong. Vritta kamaha. Dvandvair vimukta sukha dukha sanyair. Here this starts with a combined consonant. Da is how voice complete. Dvandvai. So da is how voice complete. That is followed by half na, half the and a complete verse sound. Dvandvai. I is a long sound. Dvandvair vimuktas. Vai. Now, Y is followed by half ra and a complete verse sound with a short E matra. Dvandvair vimuktas. This for those who find it difficult, try to even write it down and you will be able to understand the consonants properly. Dvandvair vimuktas sukha dukha sanyair. Sukha dukha, the do is followed by visarga. Sangyair. So is followed by ya, and you can hear also sound nyair, sound nyair, sound nyair. All are acceptable pronunciations. What you have to remember here is this nyai is followed by a visarga, who because of a sandhiniyam, the visarga is pronounced like half r. Okay, so we have don't forget that. Don't say saungyaihi, that's wrong. Saungyair. Gacchantya moodhav. Gacchantya, ga is followed by half cha and a complete cha, that is followed by half na, half ta and a complete ya sound. Gacchantya moodhav, and not mooda, moodhav. Moodhav padamavyayantat. Padamavyaya. Ma is followed by half va and a ya. Mavyaya, here some people forget the ya, one ya sound, and tat, ta and ta, second ta is half, not tata. That is wrong. Gacchantya moodhav. Tya moodhav and not gacchanta mooda. Gacchantya moodhav padamavyayantat. Next slow, please. न तद्भासयते सूर्यो. Tadbhasayate, ta is followed by half the and a complete bha sound. Next, bhasayate suryo. Na shashanko, sha is a long sound followed by nga and a ka sound. Ko is a long sound. Na pavakaha. Yad gatva, very important to understand this. Ya is followed by half the and a complete ga sound. Yad gatva. Na nivartante. Nivartante, do not forget the half ra sound. Tadhama, ta is followed by half the complete dha with the a sound. Here ma sound should be complete in the fourth charan. Tadhama paramam mama. Mama, both ma should be complete. Next shlok, Didi. Seventh. Mamai Vaumsho. Here va is a Mamai Vaumsho. Three long sounds are together. So spend enough time on that, and the anuswaran va will be pronounced like a nasal consonant va. Mamai Vaumsho. Mamai Vaumsho Jivaloke. See, this charan has lot of long sounds. Okay, only ma and va are short. Rest everything is long here. So spend enough time on pronouncing it. Mamai Vaumsho Jivaloke Jivabhutas Sanatanaha. Ji and Bhu are long. And then Na is also long. Rest everything is easy here. Manashasthani. Here see, Mana, Visarga is pronounced like a Shatkon Sha and not Shaljam Sha, not Manashasthani. Manashasthani. Both Shatkon Sha are together here. Manashasthani Indriyani. Ni is a long sound, Dri is a short sound, Yani. Charan is ending with a short sound. Do not make it long. Ni will have, see, if you're saying the third and fourth charan together in one breath, then that Ni will have aghat of pa. Otherwise, if you take a break there is no need to give the aghat. How we'll say that? I'll say it once. Prakritisthani karshati. Prakritisthani karshati, not karshati, karshati. Manashasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. If I don't take a pause, I have to take the aghat or ni. Next shlok, Didi. 8th shlok. Very easy. The Trishtuk Chand shlokas are easy in this chapter. Shariram yadavapnoti. Y is a long sound followed by half pa and a complete na with a O sound. And ti will be short. Vapnoti. Yachapyat kramati shvaraha. Yacha. Cha is a long sound followed by half pa and a complete ya with O sound, not chapu. Chapiu. The sound of ears should be audible. It's followed by half ka and a complete r. That is a matra. Pyutkra. Then ti is a long sound with a subtle stress of sh. It's followed by shaljam sh and a complete v sound. Yacha pyut kramati shvaraha. Then gruhi tvaitani sanyati. Here gruhi is followed by half the complete verb I sound. Then sanyati, the anuswaran sa will be pronounced like a nasal ear consonant. Sanyati. Vayurgandha nivashayat. Vayurgandha, U is followed by half ra, a complete ka, then na and a dha sound. Vayurgandha nivashayat. Again, this shloka also, all charans are ending with either short sounds or half sounds, so do not drag them towards the end. Next, ninth shloka, Didi. Shrotrain chakshusparshanain cha. In this particular charan, when you see the ya sound, it appears difficult, but it is not at all difficult. Shrotrain, shra and not shotra, it should be shrotra. Shrotrain chakshus. Visarga is pronounced like sa. Sparshanain cha. Sa is half pa is complete, followed by half ra and a complete sha. Sparshanain cha. रसनङ्घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय धी has a prominent akata of षट्कोणः अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषया षट्कोणः विषयानुपसेवते. That's easy. Next shlok, 10th shlok. Utkramantam, U is followed by half ka and a complete ra sound. Utkra. Utkramantam sthitam vapi. Bhuinjanam, Bhu is followed by ya. Bhuinjanam va gunanvitam. Na is a long sound with a subtle half, followed by half na and a verb with e sound. Gunanvitam. Vimudhananupashyanti. Pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. This pashyanti word, let's see once. Pa is followed by half sha and a complete ya. It shouldn't be pronounced like pashyanti. It should be pashyanti. So ya, but ya also has a aghat of na. You should not drag the ya like pashyanti. That's wrong. Pashyanti, ti will be short. Pashyantid in the fourth charan, the Pashyanti ti will have a aghat of Nya or depending on your pronunciation of Nya. Pashyanti Jnana, Pashyanti Jnana, Pashyanti Jnana, all three versions are correct. Then Cha will have a aghat of Ka, Chakshushaha. Next shlok, 11th. Yatanto yoginaschainam is followed by sha and chai. Naschainam pashyanthyatmanyavasthitam. Very important. The entire charan is one word. Now you cannot break it in between. Okay, so let's see this quickly. Pashya, sha is followed by complete ya, followed by half na, half the and a complete ya sound. Pashyantya, Pashyantyatma. Tya is followed by half the and a complete ma. Then that is followed by half na and a complete ya sound. Manya. Manya. Va is followed by half sa and a tha sound. That should not be pronounced like the. It is tha. Pashyanthyatmanyavasthitam. Yatantopyakratatmano. This charan has lot of long sounds. So say this long sounds long and do not forget the avagra. That should drag the to sound. Yatanto, ta is followed by half na and a complete ta. That is followed by avagra. So drag the to and then follow it with half pa and a complete ya sound. Yatantopya. Ka as a rishi's ru matra. That is why we do not give aghat on ya because it doesn't have two consonants. Yatantopyakratatmano nainam pashyantya chetasaha. Pashyantya and not pashyanta. This is a common mistake in this entire shloka. Wherever the ya sound is there, that gets missed by many sadhaks. So you have to be careful there. Pashyantya chetasaha. Next shloka, Didi. 12th. Yadaditya tejo. Very easy. Jagad bhasayate khilam. Again, entire charan is one word. Jagad, it is followed, ga is followed by half the and a complete bha. It shouldn't be pronounced like the. Okay, the pronunciation should be the. Jagad bhasayate. Jagad bhasayate khilam. Te is a long sound and ki is a short e sound. Yat chandramati, ya is followed by half cha and a complete cha. Yat chandramasi. C is a short C sound. Yat chagnau. Tat tejo. Again here there are three ta sounds. Ta is followed by half ta and a complete ta. So tat tejo, not tatejo. Tat tejo vidhimamakam. V is Vidhi, word very important. V is followed by half the and a complete the. Vidhimamakam. Next shloka, Didi. Gamavishya cha bhutani. Gava, ma is a long sound. V has a aghat of sha. Vishya. Okay. Chabhutani. Charan is ending with a short ni sound. Okay, do not drag it. Bhutani. That's wrong. Dharayamyahamojasa. Dharayamyaha. Ya is a long sound followed by half minor complete here. Do not say dharayamma. This is one common mistake that happens here, and her has to be complete. Dharayamyahamojasa. Pushnami, pu is followed by Shatkontra. Pushnami chaushadhi sarvas. Both visargas are pronounced like sa. Okay, keep the long sounds long. Somo bhutva rasatmakaha. This is very easy. Bhu is a long sound ending with a subtle ta, and rasatmakaha. Sa is a long sound ending with a soft ta. And it's followed by half the and a complete ma sound. Rasat makaha. Next shloka. Just 6 more shlokas. So let's look at them with little patience. Aham vaishvanaro bhutva. Aham vai is a long sound ending with a soft sh sound. Vaishvanaro bhutva. Bhu is a long sound ending with a subtle ta and long va sound. Praninan dehamashritah. Mashritaha. Some people end up saying mashritaha. That's wrong. Long sound should be said long. Ma is followed by shra, which is sh and a ra sound. Shritaha. Pranapana samayuktah. This is also entire charan one word, but it is a easy one. You only one aghat yuktah. Do not make it long. Visarga will be pronounced like pa. Pranapana samayuktah. Pachamyannain chaturvidham pachamyannain. This ma and ya, whenever they come together, many people end up saying double ma sound there. You have to be careful with that. It should be mya and not double ma. Okay, myannan and double na. This is a very beautiful shloka. See, double na is the anuswara on double na will be pronounced like ya. Cha-cha judging ya. So very nice nasal consonants come there. Please pronounce them very beautifully. Pachamyannain chaturvidham. We should be short. Next shloka, Didi. 15th. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto. See, this is also in Trishtuk Chand. So that change between the tune you should be able to do. Practice that a little bit. Sarvasya chaham hridi. Here, ha has a rishi's ru madra. Hridi. Okay, and not rudi. One common mistake that happens here is people end up saying rudi instead of hridi. For the correct ucharan, what we have to do, you have to breathe out. There's the complete ha sound is there. So breathe out from the stomach. You should say ha, and a rishi's ru madra will come to it. Hridi sannivishto. Sanni, sa is followed by double na. Sannivishto, V has a shatkontra aghat. Mattas and not matas. Mattas smritirnyana. Here, after smriti, the word smriti is easy. Sa has a sa is half, ma is complete. It has rishi's ru matra. Ti is short sound. That is followed by half ra sound, which many people end up missing. You have to remember that. Smritirnyana mapohanaincha. Ma is complete now and ma are complete. Mattasmritirjnanamapohanaincha. Vedaishcha sarvai. Vedaishcha, ve and dai, both are long sound. To spend some time on that. Vedaishcha sarvai rahameva. Here many people end up saying sarvair. This ra becomes half for many people. Sarvair hameva. That is wrong. Vedaishcha sarvai rahameva vedyo. Many long sounds in this charan. Say them dirgha. Vedanta krid. Veda is a long sound with a subtle stress na. Vedanta krid. K ka has a Rishi's Ru matra, and it is followed by half the and a complete verse on with a matra. Vedanta krid veda videva chaham. Very important, this particular charan. Many mistakes happen here. Let's listen very carefully one more time. Vedanta krid veda videva chaham. Okay, next shloka, Didi. If anybody has any doubts, you can ask them towards the end of this session. Dvavimau purushau loke. Very easy shloka. Here only V, Pu and Ru are short sounds. Only 3 short sounds. Rest everything is long. So say it carefully. Ksharascha ksharevacha. Kshara, kshatriya ksha. Do not say it as soft ksha. Ksharascha ksharevacha. Ra has a aghat of shaljam sha, and then cha has a aghat of ka. Cha kshara. A here cha and a, 2 long sounds. Okay. Ksharascha kshare vacha. Ksharas sarvani bhutani. That's easy. Kutastho kshara uchyate. Kutastho. Ku is a long sound. Tho is a long sound. Drag it because of the avagra. Kutastho kshara uchyate. Here the pronunciation should be uchyate and not uchyate. Next shloka, Didi. 17th. Uttamah. U is followed by double the sound. Uttamah purushastvanyah. Shashatkonsha purushastvanyah. Paramatmetyudarhatah. Paramama is a long sound followed by half the and a complete ma, which is a long sound. Metyu, not metyu. Metyu is wrong. And tyu pronunciation should come, not tu. Okay. Paramatmetyudarhatah. Tyudarhatah. Again, her has a Rishi's Ru matra here. Yo lokatrayamavishya. Yo lokatraya. Ka has aghat of the mavishya. Vibhar. In this entire, this third and fourth charan, one important problem that happens sometimes is the pronunciation of ya. Many people go wrong with the pronunciation of ya in these 2 charan. You have to be careful with that. Bibhartavyaya ishvaraha. Third charan, see there are, fourth charan, there are 3 ya sounds. All 3 of them should be audible carefully. Bibhartavyaya ishvaraha is a long sound. Ishvaraha. Next shlok. Last 2-3 shlokas are left. Yes. Yasmat ksharamati toham. Entire charan is one word. Yasmat kshara. See why we are not giving an aghat on ma here, because it is followed by 3 consonant. Half the, half ka and a shatkonsha. So it is a sharp sound. Yasmat ksharamati toham. Tito long sounds together. Say it with the sufficient time. Akshārādapi chottamah. Akshārādapi has aghat of ka. Akshārādapi is a short sound. Chottamah. Cho is a long sound, then half the and a complete the double the sound. Do not forget that. Atosmi loke vede cha. Atos, if you are taking a pause at cha, no need to give the aghat. Otherwise, if you are saying it together, we will give a aghat of pa on this cha. Atosmi loke vede cha prathitah purushottamah. Prathitah purushatkonsha, not purushottam. Purushottamah. No, next shloka, Didi. Second last shloka, everybody please focus for some time. I know we are running a little slightly late. Yo mamevama sammudho janati purushottamam. In these 2 charan, very easy both these charans. What you have to remember, wherever there are 2 letters together, same letter repeated twice. Sammudho, not samudho. Purushottama, double the sound. These 2 should not go wrong. Rest, this is a very straightforward shlok. Sa sarvavid bhajati mam. Sarvavid bhajati. V is followed by half the and a complete bha. Sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Na sound is complete. Bharata, ta sound is complete. Name of our country is not Bharat. Bharata, ta is complete. Next shlok, last shloka. Iti guhyatamam shastram. Iti guhya, gu is followed by half ha and a complete ya. Guhya. Guhyatamam shastram. Idamuktam maya nagha. In this particular charan, only ya is a long sound. So do not make e or mu long. That is one mistake that happens in this charan. Idamuktam maya nagha. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat. All the sound in this charan are half. Okay, etad, ta has aghat of the. Ta is followed by half the and a complete ba. That is again followed by half the, half the and a complete va sound. Buddhva. Buddhiman. Bu is followed by half the and a complete dha. Buddhi. Buddhi. Ma is followed by half na, half sa and a complete ya sound, which is ending with a half the sound. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat. Not man syata. Krita krityascha bharata. Here three th sounds. First the that follows kru is complete. Krita krityascha. Second the is half. Krita krityascha. Tya is followed by half sha and a complete cha. Krita krityascha bharata. Ta is complete. Okay, this particular shloka, one last sentence. All the charan are ending with either short sounds or half sounds. Do not drag them to make it long. There, that is where people lose marks. Okay, we can take the questions after the Pushpika, and also if anybody wants to give demo, we can take the demos also. Let's look at the Pushpika once. Om Tat Saditi Shrimad Bhagavad Geetasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyayaha. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hari Om. So yeah, do we have to see the mark sheet also, Tanushree Didi, Sunil Bhaiya? Any idea?
I do not know, Didi, but we can share if you want.
Okay, let's see first. Let's address the doubts then, and then maybe you can confirm. Yeah.
Those
we can have a mark
questions,
sheet will take just 1-2 minutes, so we can have a look at the mark sheet also. Yes, Pradnya ji. Start the video also, please. If anybody wants to have a demo also of the exam, we can have. We can also see the mark sheet if required here.
Jai Shri Krishna. Didi,
Jai Shri
I can now understand that you're sharing the mark sheet. So I had this doubt as to how the exams are going to be. I wanted to ask that. Yeah, so if you could just give us some idea.
Sure.
Because I tried learning the shlokas by heart, but I cannot. So I'm worried.
Okay. See, first thing is, it is not very difficult to learn the shlokas. It is a matter of practice. See, anything when we read it for the first time, it's going to be difficult. We have to memorize everything, Vandana ji. We are not allowed to read. This is Jijñāsu exam, right? In Gunjan, you were allowed to read from the PDF. This is Jijñāsu, where you have to learn the shlokas. Now, Pradnya Didi is saying she's finding it difficult to learn it. See, by see, how do we learn movie songs? You know, when you're listening to the shlokas, listening to the songs again and again, wo learn ho jate hain na? We end up learning those songs. So one thing is you should continuously keep listening to the audios whenever possible, and try to, 3 chapters. Each chapter will not take more than 5 to 6 minutes per recitation. 12th and 15th take around 6 minutes, not more than that. 16th chapter will take around 7 minutes. So every day, focused effort of 20 minutes. If you read all the chapters gradually, you will end up learning. You'll not even realize. Actually, learning is something you don't have to consciously do. It happens on its own. All that you need is regularity. So, and then you also have to believe in yourself. If you say I am not able to learn, it becomes more difficult to learn. So have faith that you will be able to learn. We have people, in the recent Geeta Vrati exam, we had a lady with 80 plus years of age who has completed the Geeta Vrati. So if they can do, definitely we all can do. Small children, they have an advantage of memory, obviously, but even older people are able to do. So I'm sure you will be able to do. Yeah. And just to understand the exam format, maybe it will be worth seeing the mark sheet. So let's quickly have a look at the mark sheet. Okay, so this is going to be exam of 3 chapters, 12th, 15th and 16th. As you can see, there is first, you will be asked the name of the chapter. So Bhakti Yoga, Purushottama Yoga, Daivasura Sampati Bhaga Yoga. So whatever is the name of the chapter, you have to say the chapter name. The examiner will ask you. For that, you will be awarded 1 mark. Then approximately, let us imagine that the chapter is divided into 3 parts: the beginning, the middle and the ending part. Then firstly, after telling the name of the chapter, you will be asked to recite the first shloka of the chapter. For the 12th chapter, Evam Satata Yuktaye, for 15th Urdhva Moola Madashrakam. So you have to recite the chapter, the first shloka completely. For that, you will be awarded 2 marks. Okay, so that contributes to 3 marks. Then Arambha ke koi 2 shlok, koi 2 shlok. So that means from the beginning of the chapter, the examiner will be saying the first charan for you. First charan, they will say you have to complete that entire shloka and then say the following shloka. So if you are asked the 3rd shloka, for instance, so you will say that complete 3rd shloka and also the 4th shloka. So together for that you will be awarded 8 marks for recite. 4 marks. 2 again. Similarly, again after from the first half, 2 shlokas are going to be asked. First you have to first charan will be said 2 shlokas. Again from the first half of the shlok, from the first half of the adhyay, the trainer will ask you say another charan, and you will be reciting that entire shloka and the following shlokas. So this is 2 shlokas from the beginning of the chapter, 2 shlokas from the middle of the chapter. So 8 marks in the beginning, 8 in the middle, and 8 towards the end of the shloka. Okay, end of the chapter. That contributes to 24. So 24 plus previous 3, 27 marks. And apart from that, there are 5 marks reserved for what? Anuswar, Visarga. If your Anuswar and Visarga pronunciation, so where ma is coming, where ya is coming, where na is being pronounced, if that is correct, you will be awarded 5 marks. If there are any mistakes in your pronunciation, your marks will be deducted from these 5. The first 8 marks that were assigned, that is only for the memorizing. There, if you do if any pronunciation errors are happening, Dirgha, Rasva, Anuswar, Visarga, the marks will be deducted from the 5 marks which are allotted in totality for the entire chapter. So it is easy, isn't it? So 24 marks plus 5 marks. So each chapter has how many marks? 32 marks. For passing this examination, you have to score at least 16 marks. 16 is the passing percentage, 50% is passing. So that is very easily doable. 50% is passing, and you have to pass in each chapter. So suppose you pass in 12th and 15, but score only 14 marks in the 16 chapter, you have to give the entire exam. Okay, so all 3 chapters you have to cross the cutoff percentage of 16 marks. Okay, the marking system is same for all the 3 chapters. Apart from this, you will also see 4 marks are reserved for Lay and Uchcharan ki Spashtata. If you can see in the right hand corner, 4 marks are reserved. For Lay and Uchcharan Spashtata means what I was telling, Nirmana Moha, na and na, distinction of the pronunciation, Shatkon Sha and Shaljam Sha, distinction of pronunciation, that has to be there. Then Lay, Trishtup Chand, Anushtup Chand, are you able to say the tunes properly? So on that, 4 marks are allotted. Okay, and so this 32 into 3, that comes to total 96 marks. That is the total, and in that these 4 marks on the lay and ucharan ki spashtata, together 100 marks will be allotted. Out of this 100 marks, if you cross the 50 mark percentage, you are passed in the exam. Then if you score more than 75, your grade is very good. Okay, A grade, that is a very good grade, Uttam Shreni. If you score more than 85%, 85 marks, then you get a grade of excellent. And then if you score full marks, you'll get the grade of outstanding. And trust me, it is very easy to score very nicely. Passing is not at all tough. Okay, but if you want to score well, you have to practice really well. If anybody has any doubts in this, you can ask the doubts for this also. If anybody wants to go for a demo test, if you've learned all the 3 chapters and you want to try a demo test, we can try that also. Okay. Yeah, somebody has raised the hand. We can take that person.
Narendra, Bhaiya, could you turn your video on also?
Yeah, all those who want to give a demo test will need to keep the video on.
Is my video on, please?
Yeah.
Yes, it is on.
It is on. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. You want to give a demo or do you have a doubt, Bhaiya?
I just have a doubt. The mark sheet which is just shown now, okay? Maximum details are in Hindi. Can we get the same mark sheet in English, please? Is that available?
Why do you need the mark sheet? Mark sheet will only be with the examiner. Okay.
No, that 5, 8 you explained, right? I don't know Hindi at all. Okay.
Okay.
I just started reading that in English.
Okay. So here we don't have the in English, but I can explain you what 5, 8. Okay, the marks I'll tell you again. See, the 8 marks that are here. First one, the number you can read, right? 1 ank, it is written. 1 means 1 number for name of the adhyay. You can make a note of it somewhere. Okay. 1 mark for the name of the chapter. Then 2 marks for reciting the first shloka. Okay. Then you are seeing 8 marks from the first half of the shloka. You will be asked 2 shlokas. How you will be asked? The examiner will say first charan and you have to complete the shloka and the next. So you will end up seeing how many? 2 shlokas. 2 shlokas will have 4 marks. Each shloka has 2 marks. Similarly, again, 1 shloka will be asked from the beginning itself. Okay, say for instance, if we are on the 12th chapter exam, you will recite Evam Satata Yuktaye, you get 2 marks. Then from the first half, I can ask you the 3rd shloka, say Yetvak Sharamanirdesham. You will say the 3rd and 4th shlok. Then from the first half itself, maybe I can ask the Tesha Maham Samuddarta, 7th shlok, 7th and 8th you will say. Then from the middle, I'll ask you 2 shlokas. How I'll ask? Again, Abhyasepya Samarthosi. So first charan will be said, you have to complete that and recite the next shlok. So again, 2 shlokas that way, 2 plus 2, 4. So 4 shlokas you have to recite, same thing at the end. So that becomes 8 marks. You understood that? Yeah. So 8 3s are 24. So in all chapters are having this 24 and 1 mark for name, 2 marks for the first shloka. That is 3. 24 plus 3, 27. Apart from this, you are seeing that 5 marks, right? Now, during the pronunciation, if you make any mistakes, your marks will not be deducted from the 8 marks that you are having in your hand. That is completely for memorization. If you make 2 or more than 2 mistakes, 3, depending on the mistake also, your marks will be deducted from the 5 marks that are reserved for the pronunciation. Did you get it?
Yeah, got
Anuswar Visarga. So whatever is written in Hindi, that is Anuswar Visarga. Okay. So this becomes 32. Got it? Now this 32 into 3 chapters. So that is 32 plus 32 plus 32. That becomes 96. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, apart from this 96 marks, 4 marks are reserved. For what? The lay. Lay means the rhythm. Okay, how you are saying Trishtup Chand, Anushtup Chand. You know the Trishtup Chand and Anushtup Chand, right?
Yes.
Sarvasya Chaham was in Trishtup. Normal shloka is in Anushtup Chand. So Trishtup, Anushtup Chand. And how is your Spashtata? Spashtata means the, how clearly you are saying, like na and na. Sure and sure, not so deep for Jijñāsu. We are little relaxed also. It is not going to be a very strict exam, to be very honest. But basic things, long sound, short sound, how you are seeing all those. Okay.
Yeah.
Based on that clarity of the pronunciation and your rhythm, you are going to be given 4 additional marks. Okay. So 96 plus 4 is going to be 100, out of which 50% is passing. Okay, and you have to pass in each chapter to pass in the exam. Okay.
So what I understood, I'll just tell you. Okay. So
Oh God.
8 out of 8, 24 plus 2, 26 plus 1. So 26 plus 1, 27 marks for for giving the name of the adhyaya, to pronounce properly the first shloka and the starting, middle, and end. So if we do that in all the 3 chapters, 27 into 3 will be awarded, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm saying passing is very easy.
So 27 into 3, no, we will be in 75 plus then. Okay.
Yes.
Not
yes.
only 50, it will be 75 plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
So then that 5 marks and 4 marks, depending upon the correct
Depending on your pronunciation.
Other
Correct.
will be divided. Okay.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Didi, do you want to give the demo? Suman Didi.
जी डेमो के लिए
Okay.
I want to give demo.
Okay. Please close your eyes. I'll ask you from the 15th chapter, Didi.
12th and 15th.
Both. Okay. Close your eyes. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha.
निर्माण मोहा चित संग दोष अध्यात्म नित्या विनिवृत्त कामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुख दुःख संगैर् गच्छन्ति मूढा पदमव्यन्तत् न तद्भासयति सूर्यो न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम.
Very nice, Didi. Very good. 12th also you want to give. Please close your eyes. Samadhatam. I'll change the shloka. I'll change the shloka. Yeah. Athaitadapya shaktosi.
अथैतदप्य शक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मध्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकरं फलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानाभ्यासात् ज्ञानाध्यानं वशिष्यते ध्यानात् परं फलत्यागं त्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्.
Very nice. Little, complete sounds are becoming half, like kanfal. It's not kanfal, karma phala. So wherever half sounds are high. Try.
Actually, I know it, but when I pronounce it, then it is fal.
No problem. With practice, it will be. We should know where we are lacking, and rest it is going to be good. Very
Thank
nice. Very nice. Yes, Prajwal Beta. Okay. You want to give a demo? Please close your eyes. All the best, Sumanji. Yes. Prajwal Beta, I'll ask you from the 12th chapter first. Close your eyes, please. Yasmano dvijate loko.
Yasmano dvijate loko. Lokano dvijate chayaha. Harshamasha bhayodveghar. Mukto yasachame priyaha. Anekachit vibranta.
Close your eyes. Try again. Mukto yasachame priyaha. Then.
Mukto yasachame priyaha. Harshamasha bhayo.
It's okay. Should we try from the 15th chapter?
Yeah.
Okay, close your eyes, please. Mamaivansho jivaloke.
ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनश्चास्थानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि पश्यति कामाविश्य च भूत
Shariram yada.
शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्.
Good. Okay, so but little more practice is required. All the best, Vita. Next. Punamji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. You want to give demo? Yeah.
No,
Okay,
I'm
close.
not giving a demo.
Okay,
I want
sorry.
to ask one doubt. I just saw in the demo, they were, do we have to give 2 shloks consecutively? Suppose I am
Yes.
being asked. Means suppose I am asked 1 shloka starting first charan, I have to finish that, and the second, the following shlok also we have to say. So in the following shlok, will we get a clue? Suppose you're not recollecting the starting, so will that be given?
It depends on the examiner. See, once a while we'll give the clue, but if it is happening every time, then no
Because
clue.
see, learning is one thing, and learning in a line all is another thing. Now, I was first planning to, to prepare for this much. Now, but after attending the session, I'm taken aback one step now. Okay, oh God, I will not be able to learn
Actually,
two in a
it is
consecutive.
easier to learn in a sequence. You feel so, Didi, but when you will just keep reading the chapters, you will find it easier to learn it in a sequence. In fact, gradually, it is just a matter of practice, Didi, nothing else.
So I think in a loop, a few on this group, those have already prepared, like Miss Virmani ji, उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा किया demo. इस छोटे बच्चे Annual ने भी बहुत अच्छा किया. So I think if 2 minutes can be spared to even those people who can, share their way how they made it easy to learn. So maybe some people like us will be able to do better.
See, it is just, as I'm telling you, it is a matter of practice. And not all of them who are sitting here are, from this batch, the new batch. Okay, some of them are from, older batch. So, Jijñāsu exam happens every few months. So,
yeah, I have come to level 3, but I have not given Jijñāsu, but it's
Achha,
in my
okay.
I have to give it. So that's why I don't know, I'm not finding the courage to give it. Like now I came to know about the marking system, and I understood so much after, thanks to this beautiful session. I think by attending this repeatedly and practicing, maybe then I will be prepared.
See, all the old YouTube sessions are, all the old sessions are also there on YouTube. So you can keep revising, keep, listening to the audios, keep practicing, and have faith that you. So if we start learning with the apprehension that mujhe yaad nahi hota, it's going to be really tough. First, we have to start programming our mind, like Arjuna Vishadi ke baad Sankhya Yoga kaise buddhi Shri Krishna ji ne uski prepare ki thi. So you have to have that faith first.
No,
Then
that
everything.
Faith, that there ki karna hai, but I'm just mustering that courage. Second question, the starting and the end, that Pushpika, that also has to be said by everybody, or it will be randomly?
That is not required. No, that sometimes in the exam, if somebody asks you the last shloka, then with the last shloka, what you have to say is the Pushpika. Nobody will just ask the Pushpika.
If I'm asked the last shloka, then we have to do the Pushpika.
Then,
and even in the middle, whenever it is like Bhagwan, Shri Bhagwan, Uvacha, or
you should try to. When you are learning, you should learn it with Shri Bhagavan, because who is saying the shloka, that should be apparent, right? So that we should try to learn it.
And I appreciate and I thank you for this session, because this was really, really helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna Devi. Yeah, okay, she has yeah, next person, please. You want to give a demo, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please close your eyes. 15th chapter first. Uttamah purushastvanyah. Please say.
Uttamah purushastvanyah paramatmetyudahritah yo lokatrayamavishya bhivartyavyaya ishwarah.
Next. Close your eyes. You can't open your eyes in between the exam. Yasmat ksharam.
यस्मात् क्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतितः पुरुषोत्तमः.
Good. Okay, so you can practice little more nicely. Very nice. Okay, all the best, beta. Good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ramya ji.
Didi, I have doubt in the 5th shloka of chapter 15.
Tell me.
See, there in the third chapter, Dvander Vimuktas Sukadukka Saijnair, it's correct? Sukadukka Saijnair?
Saijnair is also correct. So what is happening here is how you're pronouncing Nya. See, if I am from Maharashtra, I end up saying Nya. But for those who are saying Jnya, it will be Sukadukka Saijnair. That's correct. Okay.
So I can say Sukadukka Saijnair.
Not Sajnair, Saijnair. Ya will be first, then the... Okay, the ya, see how this thing is, sa is followed by ya, then a half ja, and then a complete ya. Okay, sound shnair. The ya sound is coming first. 5th shloka of 15th chapter, Bhaiya. Sound shnair and not sajnair. Can you just say one?
Saijnair.
This is correct. What you're saying is correct, Didi.
Saijnair, okay. And Didi, this exam, 3 chapters we are finding is difficult. Actually, if we can give one chapter at one time, then it is easy, I feel.
And that is the, there has to be some difficulty level associated with the exams, right? It will be done, don't worry. So first level, you did 2 chapters already. So, ho jayega, don't worry. It will be done. Many people do it. So it is out of experience also. This has been going on for 2 years now. And it's initial apprehension that is, making you feel so. I'm sure you will be able to do it, Didi.
So we can give exams next year also?
Why not? You can give, but for these first 3 chapters, you don't have to wait till next year. Maximum in 2-3 months, you will be able to, just say these 3 chapters daily. You'll not even realize when you've learned it nicely. Okay, there is also one, Sunil Bhaiya, we can maybe share that practice, this thing also, practice.wo apna, ye hai na?
Exam.learngeeta.com.
No, exam.learngeeta.com is there. There is that for those who are preparing exam, for that demo test they can take for themselves also, right? That
Right.
random, it will ask, I have that link somewhere, I'll have to search. So with that also you can practice. It is given in the group Kalpana ji is saying. So yeah, you can practice from that. It's also very useful tool. Yeah, Kalpana ji, if you have the link handy, maybe you can share it here. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Kiran Didi, you want to give them demo, Kiran ji?
Kiran Didi, unmute, please.
Yeah, I'm sending her the request, but okay. In the meantime, let us quickly take Veena ji. Veena ji has stopped her video.
Yes, I have unmuted, ma'am.
Okay.
I've unmuted.
Yeah, so you want to give the demo, Didi? Let's try.
Yes, I want to know if I get scared or what I do.
You will not get scared. I'm not that scared. You can close your eyes now.
No, but I will forget what I have learned. Yes.
I'm kidding, Didi. Don't worry. Let's try. Should we try the 12th chapter?
Yes.
Okay. Please close your eyes. Mayyeva mana adhatsva.
Mayyeva mana adhatsva. Mayi buddhin niveshaya. Nivashishyasi mayyeva. Tatha udvan nisamshayah. Etad athachitta samadhatun na shaknosi mayi sthiram अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय.
Nice, Didi. Nicely tried. Little mistakes here and there, but okay. With practice, definitely it will be good. Now, instead of Atta Urdhvan, you said something else. It was Atta Urdhvan, na Soundshaya. Rest was good. Good, Didi. Yeah. Very nice. All the best to you, Didi. Veena ji. Yeah.
I want to overcome this fear. That's why I'm giving demo. Please ask
Okay,
me from
good.
anything
Yeah.
from 12th chapter.
Okay. Please close your eyes. Okay. Sanniyamyendriyagramam.
Sanniyamendriyagramam sarvatra samabuddhayah te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhutahite rataha क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तापसक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देहवद्भिरवाप्यते.
Good.
मुझे अच्छे से आता था मगर फिर भी मैंने आपके सामने भूल गया.
नहीं हो जाएगा दीदी. It will be good. So gradually the fear will go, and little fear is always good. Yeah. Good. Yes. Now, Dr. Kavita ji, will give demo. Jai Shri Krishna. Okay, chaliye, please close your eyes. ये तो सर्वाणि कर्माणि
मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः. ये तु कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः.
मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः
अनन्येनैव योगेन ध्यायन्त उपासते.
Very good. Next. Ananyenaiva yogena mandhyayanto
upasate.
Then
I went blank, ma'am.
It's okay. Teshamaham
samuttarta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami na chirat partha maya veshita chetasam. Mayyeva mana adatva.
You have to say only 2 shlokas. So whatever is asked, like I asked you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, need to be sorry. Good. A little practice and you'll be good to go. All the best.
I knew it so well, but I went blank.
Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna Dini. Nandini ji, you want to give demo?
Yes, Jai Shri Krishna. I just want to clear some doubts. There are 2 dates given. One is 17th of July and one is 4th of September. So I have asked for 4th of September. So what exactly are we to do on 17th? By choice we say no, or we chose the date?
If you want to, no, there's no option of choosing the date. So do not fill the form now. By default, I think it will go to 17 July. So if you want to give later, I think you can after the exam, you can after the 17th of July, if you fill the form. It is just for your information that the next exam will be on in September. Okay, so you can give it now or you can give it in September. For September, you have to fill the form later, not now.
Oh, I have already filled the form, but since I saw 2 dates, I thought we should choose it. So I thought 17th is a bit too early for me to be a little more fluent in what I'm reading. So I've chosen at 4th. So you suggest that I refill later after 17th?
So if you have already here, you can give the exam now. You can appear for the exam again also. That's also not a problem.
So if I don't appear on 17th, is it okay? Because I'm not confident.
See, you can still give the exam if you want to have an experience. Exam you can give many times.
That's a good point. Experience, right?
Yeah.
The time they've given is 1 to 4 p.m. Is it for an individual or in general?
No, in the exams will be, see, somebody had asked on chat also how much duration it is. It depends on how well you're prepared. Some people finish their exams in 5-10 minutes. Some people take half an hour. Okay, so it depends on your preparation. And exam rooms are created. In an exam room, there are around 8 to 10 candidates are there. And the sequences. So once you register for the exams, all those things will be explained to you. It is not a 3 hours test will not take for one candidate. In that
one more point, I just want to know what time will we be intimated before? What time will be given?
Yes, definitely. All that is taken care of, Didi. Once you are enrolled for the exams, you will be assigned exam rooms and for corresponding exam room where what is your time slot, all those details will be given. Don't worry about all that.
Okay. Based on your very nice class and coaching today, it's been real inspiring. But your words have inspired me, saying that just go for the 17th exam and get an experience and be better when you go for the next
Exams,
one.
even if you pass, you can give again to get better marks. If you don't pass, you can give again. Geeta Parivar is very accommodating, Didi.
Because I know I'm from the south, so in the shlokas we write on a paper our shlokas, daily shlokas for the deity, and we read it, and one day we find that we can chant it without looking at the paper. It is just
if you are writing
memorized
shlokas, you are going
naturally.
to learn it very fast.
But those were small shlokas, but this is quite a lot.
This is also very small. Small only.
But the most interesting chapter is 15th chapter. It's beautiful. Every word is beautiful.
Until the fourth level, Didi. All chapters are very beautiful.
Actually, the first two shlokas are already memorized by me, but the following ones need a little practice.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Best of luck, sure. Lot of best wishes to you, Didi. Yeah, Didi, you want to give Anuradha ji? You want to give a demo? Okay, please close your eyes, Didi. I'll ask you something from the 12th chapter. Okay. Abhyasephya samarthosi.
Abhyasephya samarthosi. Matkarma paramo bhava. Madartamapi karmani. Kurvan siddhimavapsasi. Adhaitadapyasektosi. Kartum majyogamasritaha. Kartum majyogamasritaha.
Sarva.
Sarva karma palatyagan tatah kuruyatatmavan.
Good, Didi. All the best to you, Didi.
Thank you, madam. Is there any marks deducted for this thing, madam?
It depends on how much prompting you need. 1 or 2 small prompting. It depends on the examiner also. But if hamesha ho jayega, then it will be
okay. Thank you.
Best of luck. Yes, with the Prasanna. Are you ready for the demo?
Yes, miss.
Close your eyes, please. Yeah. I'll ask you something from the 15th chapter.
Yes, miss. You can ask.
Shariram yadavapnoti.
Shariram yadavapnoti. Yachapyutkramatiishvaraha. Shariram yadavapnoti. Yachapyutkramatiishvaraha. Gృహీత్వైతాని సయ్యాతి వాయుర్గంధాని వాసయాత్ స్తోత్రాయణ చక్షుస్పర్శనాయణ చ రసనం ఘ్రాణమేవ చ అధిష్టాయ మనశ్చాయం విషయానుపసేవతే.
Very good, Beta. Very nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes, Jwalaji. All the best, Prasanna Beta. Yes, Jwalaji.
Okay.
In the meantime, let us take somebody else whose video is on. Maybe we can take Beena ji. Yeah. Beena beta.
Yes, Shri Krishna.
Okay, Jwala ji is okay. For audio is different, video is different. Okay. Yeah, Jwala ji. You have it out or you want to give demo, Didi?
Yes, ma'am. I want to give the demo.
Okay, please close your eyes, Didi. I'll ask you something from the 15th chapter.
Yes, ma'am.
अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा
अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह ततोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा.
Very good. Very nice, Didi. All the best. Good, Didi.
Thank you.
Next.
Beena Didi.
Yeah. Okay, Beena ji, ready? You also want to give the test? Beena ji? Yeah, you want to give the test?
Yes.
Okay, please close your eyes. I'll ask you something from the 15th chapter.
Hanji?
Okay. Close your eyes, beta. Shrotrain chakshusparshanai cha.
Shrotrain chakshusparshanai cha. Rasnam ghranameva cha. Adhisthaya manashchayam. Vishyānupasīvati utkramantam sthitam vapi gunjanam vagunanvitam vimūಢānān pashyanti jnana chakshusha.
Very good, beta. All the best. Good.
Thank you.
Ji.
Poonam ji.
I just had a small doubt while going through. I just wanted to ask, are the two pairs asked, or like, for example, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or it can be 2 and 3 also? It can be randomly anything.
See,
Are
the
they
first charan can be anything. But when you are saying, you have to say the 2 consecutive shlokas.
Okay. They can be picked up it can be randomly 2 and 3.
Examiner can pick up anything. You have to say the 2 consecutive shlokas.
Otherwise, I thought pairs में learn कर ले वो भी कम से कम easy हो
वैसा
जाए.
भी नहीं हो सकता because pair can be anywhere, है ना? 4th and 5th is also pair, 3rd and 4th is also pair. So you have to run 3, 4, 5
That's
all
what I
together.
wanted to. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
we are not going to ask even number or number.
Thank you.
No problem. All the best. Yeah, Potluri ji. Sorry if I'm not saying the wrong name correctly. Please start your video.
Anjan Kumar ji also. Both of you, if you can turn the video on, we can spotlight you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Anjan Bhaiya.
I have just heard that this exam is for July. But as per the email which I have received, here it says your application has been received, Geeta Gunjan examination, which will be held on 4th September 2022, 1 p.m.
Geeta
to 4
Gunjan,
p.m.
Geeta Jijñāsu exam.
Yeah, Geeta Jijñāsu.
So maybe that max, okay, it might be that the Sunil bhi aisa hota hai ki maybe that the maximum slots are over and maybe you are scheduled for 4th September. Something of that sort might be there. I'm not really aware of it.
4th September.
Yeah.
You said that no, it is only for July. So that is why I had a doubt. That's all.
Okay. Acha, no. Then no. For now, you can register only for July. September registration will open in the month of August, towards the end of month of August.
I have registered for 4th September and it has come on 4th September only. It is showing here.
Okay, then no problem. I'm really not aware of this right now. I'll have to see.
That was the doubt. Your class was very nice. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Krishna Arpanastu. Yeah. Potluri ji, I think he said he'll start the video later. Maybe if you have any doubt, you can ask the doubt, Potluri ji. It's not unmuting. Okay. So if there are any further doubts, questions, you can ask. And in the meantime, we'll just take the prarthana here.
Okay. Shall I take it or you want?
Anything is fine. Want to say? You can also say. Please say. No problem.
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं।
Jai Shri Krishna. Very nice. Thank you so much for your support, Sunil Bhaiya, Tanushree Didi also. Thank you so much for your support, both of you. It was an excellent support you all gave. And thank you everybody for attending the session, and all the best to all of you. Those who are preparing, those who are not preparing, all the best for doing the preparations also.
Maybe we have a last minute request.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, please tell. बोलिए दीदी, you have it out or you want to?
हेलो, मेरा नाम लवीना है। मैं एक्चुअली में थोड़ा रह गया हिंदी का।
ओके, डेमो लेना है, ठीक है। ओके, क्विकली क्लोज योर आईज दीदी. I'll ask you Shloka. I'll ask you from the 12th chapter.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Please close your eyes. You can take out your specs also if you want. Yeah, chaliye. Athaitatapyashaktosi.
अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुम् मद्योगमाश्रिता अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुम् मद्योगमाश्रिता सर्वकर्मफल त्यागशान्तिरनन्तरम्.
No, this is you went to another chapter altogether. That's okay. Don't worry, Didi. It happens in nervousness. Don't worry. No problem. All the best to you, Didi.
तैयारी
हाँ, कर लीजिए. तैयारी तो हमेशा करनी चाहिए. कोई बात नहीं.
मैं एक्चुअली में रोज पढ़ती हूँ. अभी 8-10 दिन हो गए ना, तो पढ़ा नहीं है, तो फिर से थोड़ा
वो तो है.
रिवाइज रोज करना चाहिए एक्चुअली में.
करेक्ट
नहीं तो मेरे को आता है, आगे का तो पूरा आता है. आप आगे का पूछिए कुछ.
ठीक है, बाकी डेमो ले लेते हैं. इट्स ऑलरेडी 10:07 है ना, तो आई विल टेक द अदर डेमोस. ओके, या पोर्टलरी जी सुब्बार. हाँ, या आपको डेमो देना है. डू यू हैव टू गिव द डेमो?
Yes, ma'am.
Please close your eyes. Okay. अथ चित्तं समाधातुं. Please say.
अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि.
Very good. Very nice, Didi. All the best. Yeah, Mallika ji. You also want to give demo, Didi?
Yeah.
Okay, please close. Okay, please close your eyes. I ask you something. You have to switch on your video to give the demo. Yeah. Okay, you have unmuted. You have muted yourself. Yeah. Okay. See, even in the exam, this should not happen. Your video should not be, moving so much. You have to keep the phone stable. You have to take care of that. The light should be on the face. These small things you have to take care of during the exam also. Okay. In the meantime, should we take Vimala ji till you stable?
Yeah, shall I take? I am ready.
Okay. So you need to turn on your video if you're ready.
Okay. I'm just trying. I am really scared.
That's okay. No, nothing. I can't do anything to you from here. Close your eyes. Mayyeva mana datsva. Please say.
Mayyeva mana datsva mayi buddhi niveshaya nivasishyasi Mayyeva mana datsva mayi buddhi niveshaya nivasishyasi Mayyeva adhutam na samshayah adachidam samadadum na shaknoshi mayi stiram abhyasayogena mamachidam. I forgot it.
Yogena tato shant. Abhyasayogena tato.
Abhyasayogena I forgot. Mamastiptam dhananjaya.
Good. Okay, so बिल्कुल एकदम शांति से दीजिए. It will be good. Okay, all the best, Didi. Okay. Vimala Didi, ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Chaliye. I'll ask you from the 12th chapter or 15th. I'll take you from 15th chapter. Chaliye. Natadbhasayate suryo.
Natadbhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yadgatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. Mamayvamsho jivaloke jivabhutas sanatanaha manashashtani indriyani prakrutistani karshati.
Beautiful. Very nice. Good. Yes, Narayan.
Can I ask one more? Can you ask one more?
Okay, I'll ask you from the 12th chapter quickly. Please close your eyes. Shreyo hijnanam abhyasat.
Shreyo hijnanam abhyasat nana dhyanam vishishyate dhyana karma palatyagas tyagat chantiranantaram adveshta sarvabhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirhankaras samadukka sukha kshami.
Very good, Didi. Very nice. All the best, Didi. Best of luck for your exams. Narayan Bhaiya, you also want to give demo? Can't hear you. You're not audible. I can't. I still can't hear you. Demo. Can't
Bhaiya,
hear
take
you.
your headphone off.
Yeah,
It has to
maybe
be
you
off.
can take out your headphone. Remove it from the device. Just talk without the headphone. Yeah, say something. Okay, he asked to unmute. Unmute, please. Boliye. Can't hear you. Can't hear
Bhaiya,
you
your
at all.
device has to be disconnected from the your headphone has to be disconnected from the device.
Unplug the headphone.
No
Can't
sound.
hear you. No sound. Okay, maybe you can send if you have a question. You can send on the audio on this thing. Chat window. He has a question. Okay, send it on the chat window. I'll listen to your. I'll read your question there. He's typing in the meantime. If there are any other. He has registered for September exam. Okay. So I can see so many people are preparing. Is there different timing for exam? No, the exam timings are always standard. Whether it is Jijñāsu, Pathak, Pathik or Geeta Vrati. All our exams are conducted on Sundays from 1 to 4 p.m. Okay, that is the standard. There is no change in the timings. There are no exceptions made. Okay, but yeah, you can for any custom requests or for the US there are for the US for the people who are residing out of India there are different slots in the evening. I think 6 to 9 aisa kuch hai. There is a slot available. So when you register, you will get assigned to the other slot automatically. Okay, for that you can request. That is there. It is only for people at locations out of India in a different time zone. Don't worry about that. Okay, you did not get that option. You will get it when you get a call from the tech. When they are scheduling your exam, all that will be taken care of. Okay, but there, for that you have a different option. So 1 to 4 only for if the time zone is not there is an alternative available. Yeah, but it is only for those locations. Okay. Yeah, Arunaji, please say.
The only problem is that I am attending the exam from phone. If I get a call, the sound will be muted, isn't it? So what should I do at that time?
Okay, so Sunil Bhaiya, do you have any solution for that? Because he's an expert tech.
Always I'm getting a problem when I'm reading. I get a call. I mean, when I go to the classes and I
Preferably
read the.
give it from, I think, laptop or computer something. If not, then maybe, you know, that the exam takes only 20 minutes. It's not 20 minutes
I
now.
don't know everything in that computer. That's why I don't know
No
the
problem.
technology
In
in the
20
computer.
minutes, how many calls will you get? The exam is only for 20-25 minutes, not more than that. So if at all
Actually, I have a business. That's why I get so many calls. That's it.
Okay. So Sunil Bhaiya, is there any alternative for that? I don't know. I
Well,
can't think.
best option would be if you have a laptop or a computer, take the exam on it. So then you will not have that issue.
She's saying. So
If you can do that, that would be the best option.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, for so much time they're talking with us, no call came. So maybe just pray that
Is
no
there
call comes.
actually, can we remove the SIM and we do this exam?
Wi-Fi to फिर भी चलेगा, I think. I don't know. Yeah,
I think
there.
so.
That is also
Removing SIM. We can attend after removing the SIM because does
yeah,
WhatsApp?
because it has got nothing to do with WhatsApp, right? The Zoom will still work.
Okay.
Correct. That is a possible solution.
Yeah, you can try it out. I'm not sure how it.
I don't know the technology. That's why I'm asking it.
It's,
Just try it. It looks like you know enough.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think you found out a better option than what I could think of. So you know enough. That's right. Very nice to talk to all of you. It was really nice meeting all of you, and I'm wholeheartedly thank all of you for attending this session. And yeah, so we've already done with the prayer. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sunil Bhaiya. Thank you, Tanushree Didi, for a beautiful support that you both have given.